Whoa, whoa, WrestleMania. Could we give a toss? No, we don't. No, we don't.
It's
No, we
in
don't.
Vince's garage.
Whoa, whoa,
Big
WrestleMania.
banging backyarding.
That's better than Mania. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh,
Ultra violent towel boy.
ball
Fat
pain.
fuck barrel boy.
WrestleMania. Oh god, it's this weekend. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another SuplahMania number 5. We are live because I can rhyme. I'm Andy Kwan, and with me, as always, is Sam Brooks.
Are you sure about that?
Yes,
Are you sure that you can rhyme?
I've got all the rhyme.
Brilliant. You've got all the time.
Decline to rhyme. Rhyme.
God.
Anywho, also we have Keelan Boulderson.
Hello.
So how are we doing?
I'm just looking up what happened at WrestleMania 5, because this is SuplahMania 5. It's the 5th year we've decided to do a SuplahMania show. Yeah, I know nothing about WrestleMania 5. Does anyone remember anything?
Do we have to recreate it? I'm pretty sure it's probably like
5.
Warrior.
No, actually.
Something.
Is
Or is
Warrior?
that still before Warrior?
I think. Oh no, Warrior was he was in the mid card at this point. He lost the Intercontinental title to Rick Rude with Bobby Heenan.
Oh, that was probably his best match ever.
They're all dead now.
Oh yeah, shit.
That's a shame. Let's have a look at the rest of the card and see who's alive now. The main event was Hulk Hogan and Savage with Miss Elizabeth in a neutral corner. So Hogan won that
the
match.
whole I'm crazy paranoid might be beating her, but we're not going to do that explicitly storyline.
Yeah, pretty much. The Red Rooster semi-main evented. Good for him. In a match against Bobby Heenan.
Where was it held? What was like the attendance?
10.
Was this the one at Trump Plaza?
Oh, the fake Trump Plaza. Trump didn't even own that fucking building.
Oh no, it was at
It's all fake news.
It was in New Jersey.
Like he owned the casino. The arena wasn't even his, but they still called it Trump Plaza because it was just a weird endorsement.
Close enough, right? No, this was at the historic Atlantic City Convention Hall. Attendance 18,000.
Is this the one where Macho Man and Hulk Hogan wrestle?
We
Yes,
just said
we've
that.
already gone over that. We've been over that part. You numbnuts. Yeah, this is one where the Mega Powers exploded, so I guess that means we have to explode too.
Had they already collided at that point? Now they exploded.
I think the collision followed the explosion, but to be honest, I wasn't alive. Oh no, hang on. It was referred to as the Trump Plaza. Yeah, so this is the one with the not real Trump place where it was broadcast from.
I wrote a big long article about Trump's relation to wrestling and fake news, but I never finished it. I might finish it one day. But everything associated with him and wrestling has just been weird.
Terrible. Yeah.
Terrible, yeah, as well. Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley versus Umanga.
He's the greatest wrestler.
Apparently so. Stussy in the chat says, how's it going? We got WrestleMania news, I think. Andy, take it away.
Okay, Sam, if you could post on our Facebook, because my computer is running really slow, that we are
already
on.
have.
Okay, fantastic. So, in terms of WrestleMania then, when we went off the air last week, literally the day of, or maybe the day after, it was reported that the big dog, Roman Reigns, will not be at WrestleMania this year, as he decided to pull out of WrestleMania, as, quite frankly, I don't know why he was there, because he is a leukemia survivor who has an immune system that has been weakened or compromised. Why the hell was he there? I don't know. Apparently he was all geared up and ready to go.
And then the Miz like sneezed or something, didn't he? And then he was like, actually no.
Yeah.
Big dog out.
Is that true?
Yeah, literally. I think there was a story going around that Miz showed up and he had like a cold or something. So Roman was like,
Jesus.
"No, fuck this. I'm not gonna entertain Goldberg for 30 seconds. I'm gonna go home and instead be, alive, which is a wonderful thing to be at this time."
To be honest, I don't know what you guys talked about last week, but I don't even know why any of this is still going on. Why are they still doing shows and stuff?
Almost as if they should have postponed, like everybody else.
I feel like America is not quite as strict on this as we are, because I don't think we would allow a bunch of wrestlers to have matches and shit, because that's not social distancing.
Literally, all the indie shows that would happen at WrestleMania weekend, this weekend, all of like the Irish and English promotions, they've all been cancelled. They've all been like either cancelled outright or postponed or something like that. It's because Vince is a nutcase and instead values like fulfillment of brand deals and all of that shit rather than taking care of people's human lives, which is it's nothing new for him.
They all seem to be following this like arbitrary rule of no more than 10 people around each other at any given time. But
so there goes the Battle Royal then. No armbar this year.
It's just not. I don't believe that they're not around each other. Like backstage, are they all wearing bubbles or something? It just seems a bit dumb.
And they've all got the fucking hula hoops like all around their waists and everything, just like keep this far away from Jimmy Uso, otherwise he might die. Yeah, brilliant. What a wonderful WrestleMania this is. This is going to be one of those WrestleManias that's like referred to years down the line as like, did you know this WrestleMania wasn't that good? And here's why.
I mean,
it's like WrestleMania 11.
This is WrestleMania Corona.
Exactly.
The weird thing is that Rey Mysterio has been removed. Dana Brooke has been removed.
And they were both booked on the show as well, weren't
they? Bobby Lashley was quarantined after going to South Africa, but I think he's on it now. They actually don't know. I'm just reading this now. They still don't know which night which matches are actually going to air.
So what the fuck does that mean? They've taped all of them and they're just going to air some of them.
So basically, obviously, they've got 2 nights to fill, and they don't know what order to put this year's WrestleMania matches in. But the decision should be finalised by tomorrow, according to Dave Meltzer.
It's almost as if they have 2 brands and should stick to 1 brand per night, maybe. It's not that hard.
What makes it even weirder is that each match was filmed individually, and WWE is now taking the time to edit the footage, add special effects, and then put it in order.
Special effects.
Put in order of the most exciting matches over the 2 nights. They hope to execute star power that they have on their rosters.
What? Execute star power?
Yeah,
what does that mean?
I have.
We're going to hang the star power live on television,
like Big Boss Man back in the day.
Am I the only one who doesn't care about this year's WrestleMania?
I have no idea why they haven't just postponed this until at least the summer, if not like September or something.
Well, we talked about it last show. Just have this WrestleMania in place of SummerSlam. Just have like an off season. Just don't do anything until August, which is when people are postponing things too, because at this point in time, we think maybe it'll all clear up before then. So August seems to be the time that people are doing things. Why not just turn SummerSlam into WrestleMania 36 and have done with it? But no, they have to do it now. They have to do it right now at the expense of the talent and all of that shit. We've been over like, oh, it's going to be a shit show because there's no crowd. You're going to have wrestlers come out with no reaction. You're going to have them win big moments in their careers, return matches, title wins, no crowd reactions. Crowd reactions make up like 50% of wrestling matches. It's such shit. It really is so bad.
They should have just, if they feel like they have to have an event, just call it the Corona Bash or something and then do WrestleMania later.
I would pay to see the fucking Corona Bash. Like, that's got to be a Brawl event name coming up soon, for real.
I mean, are we anticipating Vince standing in the ring, cutting a promo on the opening, and just being like, "We're gonna kick Corona's ass, damn it"?
You know, you say it as a joke, But I think that's actually going to happen.
Yeah, I can see if it's not Vince, it'd be coronavirus. Gonna play the game.
Triple H is going to bury coronavirus in a pandemic match.
Literally, a guy will come out dressed up as the coronavirus, get pedigreed, and it'll
be a midget.
Corona.
Corona crush.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, there have been some spoilers about like certain things and everything. Do we care about like spoiling WrestleMania, or are people not worried?
Maybe.
Okay, tell you what, I've got a stopwatch now. For the next 2 minutes, we're going to talk about a potential a spoiler that has occurred in the wake of Roman Reigns' absence. So, in 2 minutes from now, skip ahead, starting 3, 2, 1, go. So Braun Strowman is apparently the guy that's replacing Roman Reigns in the Goldberg title match.
He can't pick up Bray Wyatt. For God's sake.
No, it's great. Don't you care about Braun anymore? It's not like he just lost the Intercontinental Championship to 3 people.
Oh, this is the worst.
He's gonna wash these hands.
Should have put that on a shirt. For real. But like, oh my god, I really wanted Roman to win and beat Goldberg just so we could get Goldberg out of here. But at this point, I don't think he's gonna. I feel like they're not gonna put the title on Braun. Am I the only one thinking that?
Yeah, they're not gonna put title on Braun. I think Goldberg wins, and I don't know what they do after that.
They might just ruin Braun forever.
What a weird tainted, like, as if Goldberg wasn't already tainted. He's the Corona champion now as well.
He's the champion doing the silent era where there's no crowd reactions.
Love him or hate him, like, he just has terrible luck where all this is concerned.
Yeah, it really doesn't reflect on him too well. I mean, the fact that he beat The Fiend in the first place anyway is terrible, but at this point, I'm so sad. I'm just sad about everything, really. I just don't care where this is all going. I just really hope that if you're gonna put it on Braun now. Don't make him lose now, because if you do, then he's irreparably damaged, I think.
Was this a spoiler?
Yeah.
So he's actually losing?
No, I'm saying if he does lose, he's fucked forever. But if he does win, it will make him forever. We have 5 seconds left. Any 5-second thoughts?
Nah.
Jeez.
And we're done. Okay, 2 minutes into the future. Stassi in the chat asks, is Kofi Kingston even on the card? Yes, you have a triple threat ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship between New Day, Usos, and Miz and Morrison. Yeah. We listen to their shitty
ho, 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 yay, yay, yay.
Oh, ho, ho, oh, yay, yay, Miz and Morrison. What the fuck is that?
Oh, God. I don't know.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna quickly play it.
We'll get done for
I want to. The copyright. We don't earn money.
Oh, yes.
What are you worried about copyright for, dickhead?
I mean...
Guys, it's funny.
Go on.
Please tell me. Miz and Morrison, if I remember this rightly, because they were around when I first started watching wrestling, did they just come out to Morrison's theme? Was that right?
Yeah.
Or Miz's theme? I can't remember which theme they came out to.
I think it was Morrison's theme. Because they did the slow-mo.
Which is a good theme. Yeah, they did the slow-mo thing, and it was good and everything. But now they come out to... Well, I can only describe as, like, parody rap. Because I don't know if it's meant to be cringe, but... Either way, it definitely is. So, are we ready to hear?
Yes, I'm just drinking tea.
Take your preparation sip of tea. Everybody, I'm sorry.
I've got a Heineken. There you go.
There you go. Let's have a listen, shall we?
MC and Mozzie, Johnny Drip Drip. A lot of haters out there putting us on blast. When it's time to go, we roll like Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho, Soon put us in the ring. We about to serve him. First up, we're trying to determine
I can't listen to it anymore. It's just so bad. What is it meant to be bad? Because I feel like it's meant to be bad. There's no way that they made that and thought, yeah, this is unironically good. How did this happen?
Their whole gimmick used to be, we're gonna mock everyone else. What is this doing? Who are they
making
mocking?
Themselves a target for mockery by having one of the worst theme songs I've heard in a long time. How is this?
I suppose now they're not cool because they're like dads and Morrison's graying in his hair and
they're so old. Miz isn't a chick magnet anymore. Is Morrison even the shaman of sexy anymore?
They're old.
What are they meant to be? I don't understand. And
cool
they're the tag team champions. They're the fucking tag team champions. What the fuck?
I like how Morrison went away and did all these things, and he comes back, and they're just like, "Yeah, you're exactly where you left off last time."
It's like, why bother? I'd rather hear about him doing things like secondhand in promotions that I don't watch and probably will never watch than see him do this. Morrison drip. What the fuck?
Should we just quickly go over this card really quick? Because there's like 16 matches and we've only got an hour.
Oh, fucking Christ, there's 16.
So,
why? Stop.
Right, so what we'll do is we'll just talk about the main ones, because we literally only have an hour, so...
I'll just go through it and do it in like one sentence.
Okay, so Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley
should definitely not be on. Should all the don't waste such a good match on a stupid empty arena.
Yeah, seriously.
But Rhea Ripley is going to win, right?
Oh,
for the NXT title.
Yeah, I fucking hope so, because I love Rhea Ripley. She's super talented, and I love her look and everything. And Charlotte just, why? If you want to keep her in NXT, like, as a helper to the third brand, do so. But I want Rhea Ripley to win, because she's my favorite.
Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre.
Don't do this now. Drew needs to win and have an amazing crowd pop when he wins. If he does this now, it's going to affect him for the rest of his career, and it's going to be the biggest missed opportunity hearing that crowd cheer for him.
I just want the belt off Brock, so just do it now.
I have a feeling this is just going to be like what they tend to do anyway. They're just going to have rematches for most of the important matches at a different date.
But then that invalidates the point of having them now, surely, if you're just going to do it again later down the line.
Well, they do that all the time because they're stupid.
I know, it's so bad.
Goldberg versus Blank.
Probably Goldberg is going to win just to maintain the status quo, and then when Roman eventually gets back into the fray, he'll be able to give him the title then.
Yep, I can see that happening. Okay, John Cena versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt in a Firefly, what's that mean?
Firefighter.
Firefly Funhouse match, whatever that means.
Please have The Fiend win. Just have The Fiend win. Have The Fiend win. It's not hard.
It's not happening either.
Hate everything.
I think Cena's going to win. I think they're just going to... This is where the Fiend dies.
What is the fucking point of having Cena win? Why?
The Fiend dies now. That's it. It's over.
He's barely around anyway. What have you got to have him win for? Just have him put over people, for fuck's sake.
Bayley will take on and defend her championship, which is the SmackDown Women's Championship, against Lacey Evans, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina.
Don't give a shit about
Tamina?
Yep.
Yeah, how she got here, fuck knows. But fuck it, I want Tamina to win.
I think Sasha Banks is going to win, and there's your feud.
I don't care about her anymore. She's done nothing since she came back with blue hair and a worse theme song. Like, whatever.
Keelan, your thoughts?
Tamina?
The Undertaker will take on AJ Styles in a boneyard match. Whatever that means.
He's gonna bone AJ so hard.
A what?
A boneyard match.
So it's in a yard with like bones hanging around.
Yeah, they're gonna smack each other with bones for like an hour.
So the Undertaker is now Papa Shango instead of the Undertaker.
He's now Papa Tango.
Well, have you seen that promo he cut on Raw where he's just like the American badass, but sort of not really, but kind of?
Yeah. Meh.
I actually love that promo.
Undertaker, since he's sort of retired, has just become so overexposed on the internet.
Yep.
Like,
seriously.
He's doing weird Christian evangelist shows, and then he's in a fucking pool with a tiger. Like,
yeah, I'm over it at this point.
You're not a badass anymore. You're not creepy anymore. You're just a weird old man.
How old is he, anyway?
Younger than you'd think, but still old.
Because he looks like 60. But then again, that's what you get for wrestling for like 30 years non-stop. How old is Undertaker? Let's find out.
I'm looking up for you. The Undertaker is 55 years old.
Fucking Christ, he looks so old. He looks so old.
Very haggard.
Like, just go home. Just stay home. Please. AJ Styles will beat him and then he will go home. He'll sink through the floor and go home. That's what will happen.
Yeah, I think I think Undertaker will be not the Undertaker, like bong gong Undertaker. He'll be like
bong gong Undertaker.
He'll be like sort
Kid
of
Rock Undertaker.
Sort of like more of a shoot kind of Undertaker, because I read that that's where they
shoot Undertaker.
Well, like more
is he actually going to come out with a dead body?
No, I mean like more like a American badass type, but not quite. I think that's what I read is where they're taking the Undertaker.
But what happened to weird like MMA Undertaker?
Should do that, clearly.
MMA Taker. What else is there on this magical 18 million match card? Seth Rollins will take on Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing this for how many months now? It feels like forever. Seth's got his cool I am Jesus gimmick. Owens is...
I am Jesus. I am Jesus.
I am... blah. Owens is, as he's always been. He's always the stunner guy. He's always a sarcastic guy. He's always a guy that should be a bad guy, but he's not. So, Seth.
I've completely missed the whole Seth Rollins like new storyline gimmick change thing, so I don't even know what's going on.
Basically, he sees himself as a god and has disciples in the form of the Authors of Pain and Murphy.
Murphy?
Yeah, you know, when you look at disciples...
What's he got to do with anything? Okay, well, I mean, he's good, but
he's
that
good
just
wrestler,
seems random as hell.
When I look at people who I want under my belt as Jesus, I think, Murphy. He's good. Yeah.
Probably the only name that made sense to drop the first name.
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy.
Perfectly normal name. At least they dropped the first name. He's not just Buddy.
Yeah. Buddy.
Seth Rollins and Buddy.
So yeah, I don't really care. Probably Kevin Owens is gonna win. We've talked about the SmackDown tag team match.
The shitty theme song guys are gonna win.
Yeah. The Street Profits of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, who are the current Raw Tag Team Champions, will be defending their championships against Angel Garza and now Austin Theory.
Yeah, it was meant to be Andrade, but he's out for whatever reason. I think is he injured?
He is injured. He hurt his
arm, unfortunately.
I believe.
This is awful. Like, the whole Zelina Vega, like, stable thing she's got going on, she's suddenly been managing, like, 3 separate people recently, because... I don't know. It's just decided to give her different things to do. I haven't seen anything about Austin Theory, and yet he's performing at fucking WrestleMania. It's the weirdest shit ever. I don't know anything about him. I know he's been in Evolve for the longest time, NXT kind of, but I wouldn't mind if they won, because Angel Garza is fucking great. He's the fucking next coming of Eddie, I swear to God. And yeah, Street Profits are fun. So either way, I wouldn't be too mad.
This could be really good. But we will see.
I've not seen enough of this. I've not seen enough of the Street Profits to know whether they're good or not. I've seen like a few promos, but I've not seen much in ring. So
basically, Angelo is a good hand, and Montez Ford is like a freak athlete. He's I think he's married now to Bianca Belair, and they're kind of like similarly athletic. So if you've seen Bianca Belair, you've seen Montez Ford, but he's like insane. He gets like major air off moves and everything. So Street Profits.
I know everyone likes to compare them to AEW's team, which I forgot, Private Party, but I don't know how legitimate that is.
I wouldn't know either. Andy? Great. Great. Fucking
he
no
fell
word.
in his cup of tea. He's drowned.
Andy? Andrew? Hello? Oh god, he's
Barry?
dead.
Derek?
He's dead and we killed him. Oh no. Oh, fuck it. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. What do we got next? Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. Why is this match happening? Fuck if I know. Oh, hey, there you are.
Sorry, I had to run downstairs. Kim has ordered Chinese food, so I thought it had arrived.
That's an amazing
you're
story.
definitely not racist.
Yes, I am definitely not racist. Thank you.
Yes,
Good.
I am actually a
Well
racist. Thank you, Keelan.
Well done.
Oh, whatever the fuck. What do you, Street Profits, are they basically Private Party? Why are you screaming?
He's too politically conflicted right now. He doesn't know what to say. Are they similar? Because I've heard the comparisons, but I've not seen Street Profits much, so I don't really know.
Sort of.
There you go. Anyway,
Amazing. I'm glad we really asked
next?
that question. Yeah.
Thank you. Aleister Black and Bobo Lasho don't care.
Why?
So.
Aleister Black is like, they do this a lot where someone's really hot to begin with, and then they don't pull the trigger, and now they're just not that interesting anymore.
Yeah, he should be in the mid-card championship scene at this point. Like, he really should be. But he's not, because whatever. Too many people, I guess. Too many cooks. All that shit. This match, couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I want him to win, though.
Yeah, okay. We'll say Aleister Black then. Elias versus King Corbin.
Don't fucking care.
Yeah, the real winner are the fans who won't be in attendance because they won't actually be there. There's the real winner.
The real winners are the fans who can fast forward this match when they're watching a replay.
Okay, so tell me, since I've not watched for probably a year, how much development has Elias got, or is he still just walk with me or that?
Guitar
He's
man.
still that, and he's still like funny as shit in like backstage bits, and he does the guitar and it's funny, but he's going against fucking Corbin. Like, I don't care about Corbin at all.
So Corbin never got over the it's Corbin. Like, did it? Because I'm sure people started to get behind him, or was that not a thing?
I mean, it's what happens when you put him in a feud with Roman Reigns for what feels like half a year, and where he just feeds him dog food the whole fucking time. It's like, it's ruined him for me completely.
It was really crap. They had about 800 matches. It was just.
And plus, he's doing this king gimmick, which is always stale no matter who has it, unless you're Booker T. So there's literally nothing about him anymore that I find interesting.
I miss his original gimmick. If you didn't go bald, it would, like,
Yeah.
the gimmick would have been great.
Yeah.
But he lost his hair, and then they're like, no, you have to wear a waistcoat.
He looks like a fucking bartender.
You've gone from, like, a badass biker, like, to just a complete twat.
Someone who works at the fucking O2 Arena. And then he won King of the Ring for some fucking reason, and now he's King Corbin, and he comes out on a throne, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't give any less of a damn about this.
No.
But moving on to something that we could care about. In our last man standing match, it will be the Rated R Superstar having his in-ring one-on-one return in an actual match against the Viper, Randy Orton.
Oh, I feel so bad for Edge that he chooses to return, and then it's There's no one there.
Exactly. The same could be applied for like half of these matches. I feel so bad for the people that have to wrestle in front of no one and have a career-making moment in front of no one. It's awful. I was like, I shouldn't do this. Maybe.
I hope he gets paid a fair amount.
I hope he gets paid fucking Saudi money for this shit.
So who do we think is gonna win? I think Edge.
I hope Edge, but I guess depending on how long they want to go with the feud, if they want to like pad it out a bit, they probably have Orton win.
It's hard to tell because they're both at this point like legends, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not like Edge needs to put over the young Randy Orton, so it's who knows.
Plus, Randy Orton has become what he originally killed when he was younger, so
I'm gonna guess Edge because Edge has made a comeback. Yeah.
We want Edge to win because he's the good guy in this story.
We need like a feel-goody sort of moment, so Edge. Sami Zayn, who is the Intercontinental Champion, will defend his championship against Daniel Bryan.
What a match. Why is it happening in front of nobody?
Again, I don't understand. I mean, this should be probably match of the night, I would imagine. Judging from this card, I would imagine this will be it. Daniel Bryan wins?
I mean, he's got a really entertaining thing going with Drew Gulak at the moment, and Sami Zayn is entertaining with Cesaro and Nakamura, so either way, we all win. It's all winners now. Hooray. And it only took us 14 matches to finally get to something we're all happy about.
Keelan, who do you think's going to win?
I have no idea.
Sammy just
probably Brian, but I don't really know who is particularly over at this point or anything. So
I mean, I think they're all over in various regards. Sammy's the big heel of the moment. Daniel Bryan's the big face of the moment, and we've got entertaining like.
Oh, so Bryan's no longer annoying hippie Bryan.
No, that stopped like a while ago. I can't remember who he was feuding with. I think maybe the Fiend. But he stopped doing that around when he fought the Fiend and lost, and so yeah, now he's got like a strong style thing going with Drew Gulak, which is pretty entertaining. They're like shoot style wrestlers now, which is pretty cool, I guess. But Sami Zayn just won it, and I feel like it's his first like main championship, and it took him like 7 years to win it. So I'd like him to have at least one successful defense.
7 years. I swear, time is just stretching.
Yep.
Compared to old wrestling, like careers is so much longer. I don't understand.
It's because we can't make new people.
We're in just a vacuum of constantly sameness.
Time is eternal.
Speaking of time being eternal, I don't know where I'm going with that. Alexa
the
Bliss,
women's tag match.
Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross will go 1-on-1 against the Kabuki Warriors.
No, that's not 1-on-1. It's 2-on-2.
Whatever. Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Kairi
Sane. Shut up.
No,
Kairi Sane.
For the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
Kabuki Warriors. I like them. They're entertaining. Bliss and Cross. I still don't understand why they're a team. I really thought they'd be done with that now. But
are they just working on their opposites?
They're friends. That's their fucking gimmick. They are friends with each other. Best friends forever and ever, and I don't know why. It's so infuriating.
I can see Alexa and Nikki winning it back.
They never... Did they have it in the first place?
I think they did, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Am I remembering that incorrectly?
I think you are. No, yeah. No, they did have it.
Hey, I knew it was right.
I missed that completely. What the fuck?
I mean, I'd like to think the really decent wrestlers will win, but that's not.
Where are the Iconics?
Reason.
Like, what happened to the Iconics? Where are they? They're really entertaining. They're really good. Why are they not booked? No answers. Fuck,
yeah.
That's exactly.
I can't.
Stupid.
I have no idea.
Maybe they're like in quarantine in Australia.
No, they're just not being used, and they haven't been used for literal like half a year now. It's been so long since we've seen them.
I mean,
they lost the titles in August, apparently.
I always thought they were entertaining, but I remember the general feeling that there was a lot of people that didn't like it or didn't get it. So maybe that won out and they're just not considered cool. I don't know.
I don't remember that. I always remember them being like revered as being like the new Edge and Christian. So who knows?
Maybe I was just on a weird Reddit board for the weirdos.
You're probably on the wrong side of Reddit, yeah.
I thought they were good, but...
Where are they now? Nowhere.
No
Instead,
idea.
we have this shit. Put Kabuki Warriors against the Iconics and I would be fucking interested. But now I'm just like, whatever, I hope the Kabukis win because they're entertaining as shit. They're so funny and so cool and I love them. So, whatever.
Well, speaking of love, Otis will take on Dolph Ziggler with Mandy Rhodes as Dolph Ziggy's manager.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mandy Rose on a pole or something.
It basically is. Like, that's what this feud has been, kind of.
So, Mandy's going to turn face in G&B with Otis, right?
I really hope so. I'm happy. We need we need a hope.
They don't do that. They always go with the women are bitches angle instead of sometimes they're not.
They do the thing that they've done with Lana, where it's like Vince hates the idea that her and Rusev ended up getting married and everything. He's like, no, someone like Rusev can't have someone like Lana. Put her against, I don't know, with Bobby Lashley and Dolph Ziggler and everybody else, because anyone but Rusev. It's dumb, stupid.
Yeah.
Have Otis win. I love Heavy Machinery. I love Otis. He's a darling. I want him to win. He's my favorite man in the whole world.
Otis, yeah, I'm going with Otis.
And I fucking hate Dolph Ziggler. Everyone knows it.
Everywhere you look, he's in every feud.
I fucking hate him so much. I just want him to retire.
Yeah, like, I don't care. Just go away.
It should have been me.
How is it that Dolph Ziggler is now the grizzled veteran?
He's been doing this for 20 years.
Oh, just go. Please, Lord.
Doing this for like 30 years. He's been doing this for like 50 years.
60 years.
Doing this for like 100 years.
He's been doing this since the dawning of time.
Been doing this since Ric Flair started.
Apparently, M. Gunter in the chat, which we completely forgot about, said that he had tickets to this event. Good Lord.
Oh no.
What happened with that? Did you just get refunded or something?
Yeah, please let us know what happened with that, because
I'm legitimately curious, because I want to know if like anyone was compensated for this. I don't think they would have been. I feel like it would have just been a straight refund, but then again, would it have been a refund? Is it just like a ticket in the future? Who knows?
So basically, speaking of which, I'm just going through what I said to you guys earlier in our private little chat on Facebook.
Or our private little secret chat for friends only.
So, speaking of tickets and stuff like that, WWE is really, according to Brian Alvarez, is really pushing WWE WrestleMania this year to be a pay-per-view. They are desperately wanting people to pay for this thing at full price. Either by the traditional pay-per-view providers, it's on on the Fight TV app.
Why? How? Why? Why is that going to happen?
And Fox Go. There's two reasons for this.
Because they fucking got the money now.
Brian says that they promised a big deal for pay-per-view events in their last conference call, and that deal has allegedly just fell off the face of the earth completely. So now they're just like, oh god, we got to get people to actually buy this thing. But the reason, and what Keelan just said, is my guess would be the amount of money that they have lost from doing this show at the Performance Center. I'm going to presume then they're going to try and recoup the cost.
Well, it's not just that show, it's every live event that they've not been able to do since whenever.
Yeah, and they are really desperately trying to get people to actually pay for this pay-per-view. And Brian Alvarez has a really good point where for years you've been telling people, you're a dumbass for buying this thing on pay-per-view at full price. What are you, a fucking idiot? And now you're like, please don't pay $9.99.
Please, dipshits, pay all of your money in the world. Pay £60 for this event that's probably not going to be good.
And this is the thing that I have a problem with this as well, which I forgot to mention last week. If they are charging people $60+ for this,
that's 6 months of the network. Jesus Christ!
You cannot justify that for a show with no crowd. How the fuck can you justify not even buying that? How can anyone justify buying it for that amount? No fucking way. Yeah, no, sir.
You can't justify.
I'd be surprised if the buy rate was like 100.
100 people.
Just a few rich people that don't care and are too lazy, so they just press the red button on their TV or something. But
or the Saudis, probably.
The thing that makes it even worse is, for years, you've been giving away the network for free for a month. And then you can cancel any time and then not pay. So you've essentially given this thing away for free as well. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know if this puts WWE in a really bad way because of the Saudi money and the TV money, but like, this can't be good. I can't.
Why didn't you just fucking do what everyone else did? Do what every other fucking company, event, promotion, do what they all did and postpone it. Why is there
if you think about it,
attitude about going on? You do not have to. The current circumstances permit people to maybe take a break, do things when it's all blown over. You don't have to do this for where you're doing it now. Just why?
What's funny about it is they're not, like, failing to postpone it and going ahead. They might actually be worse off because then they've not got the big event to promote when they come back. So they might actually lose money doing this.
Yes, and it's going to impact the events that they do put on because there's going to be no crowd, which makes up for like a lot of wrestling. What's the point? Why are you doing this? It's just detractions all around.
I would really like to see, like, after all this is over, exactly what financial position they're in. Because the XFL just launched, and I don't know when the seasons are supposed to be, but I'm assuming that's been impacted somewhat.
That's been postponed. That's just been outright not done anymore. So
they're gonna have a massive dent in their yearly revenue this year.
All companies across the world are going to be feeling the wrath of this. It's like a new fucking recession at this point. It's just.
I mean, they have enough. They made loads with the TV deals and stuff, but they've got all those people under contract as well, more than they've ever had.
Yeah, you shouldn't have so many people. You shouldn't have so many employees, and then this probably wouldn't be as big of a concern.
You've got to think that they're probably just gonna. They've got to cut back at some point, so it's probably not a good time to.
No cutbacks, no postpones. Baba Tunde in NXT needs his money.
I wonder whether this actually gives AEW more of a chance to sort of rebound higher than they were before this, perhaps?
I mean, that depends on what they're doing in retaliation to WWE. Like, from what I've seen, they're just carrying on as normal, doing just regular shows. But
I feel like
they don't have a WrestleMania. They don't have a big grand show.
Yeah, they postponed their big like War Games match event.
Yeah,
which is a good thing. And their weekly shows. Granted, I've not watched a lot of WWE, but I feel like they're presenting them more realistically than WWE have been doing. So
WWE have just been like re-airing matches from various WrestleManias and Rumbles and stuff to pad out time, and the rest are just promo class basically, with a couple of matches here and there that are like freshly taped. You know what this reminds me of? You know what this whole fucking situation reminds me of?
The end of the fucking world? No comment.
And Impact. TNA Impact.
Because they don't have any fans anyway.
Right, exactly. This literally reminds me of when, like, 2014, when they were doing this whole, like, taping shows 6 months in advance thing. And there wasn't even a pandemic then. They were just fucking stupid.
It's like
just idiots.
It's like the random indie fed that has production values that are just above what it should be, but no one's even there.
Right, it's like Ted Turner bought fucking Andy's Back Garden.
Yeah, Andy's Back Garden was a horrible idea.
The lawnmower of destiny.
Oh,
I would rather watch you do EWR and Super Brawl than fucking WrestleMania at this point. How sad is that?
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Did we all watch the latest Super Brawl?
I haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry.
Should go watch
Some of it.
Safety dance.
I saw the ending.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, don't spoil it. But
And he needs to watch it and enjoy it, because it's like he has more time now that he's been furloughed, so maybe you'd think he'd support his friends.
So what is this word people have just made up? This is not a word.
No, it's... Okay, well, I don't know if it was this thing before, but... Basically, I'm eating Chinese food.
Oh, okay,
I know what it means, I just think the word just... It's just a new word.
It's an American... Like, it's an American name of someone, I think, like Richard Furlow or some shit.
David Furlow.
Yeah, that's it, David Furlow. But anyway, getting off point. Woofy in the chat says, don't get me wrong, some of the promos we've been getting since this pandemic have been awesome. Yeah, it's the only upside, really. Great promos. It's almost as if wrestling crowds can sometimes shit on a promo. It's going to be really good, for no reason.
I have a controversial opinion, and I don't know if you guys have been talking about it since I got my Chinese food, but... Should wrestling just be cancelled until this just stops being a thing?
When did you
I feel like
get
they
food?
About, like 4 minutes ago.
We've literally... Don't talk while you eat, for fuck's sake. We're doing a show. We've had this conversation where it's like, why don't you just stop? You can postpone, and it will be less of a detriment than continue.
At the same time, I feel like AEW and WWE, they have enough footage, enough sort of creativity, and enough people that can do stuff where they don't have to present it that way. They could just do hype videos and promos and like
being the elite.
I don't know, like like AEW does the Road to Whatever. Just do 1 million of those, or like WWE has all those 24 documentaries. Like they've got so much footage, they could literally do anything.
But no, you have to continue.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
I mean, New Japan, they've stopped all shows. Nothing is happening anymore. They're not doing big events. They're not doing house shows. They're not doing anything. And I still care about them. I still care about Naito 2 belts. Like, what? It's not hard. It's not hard. Why aren't they doing this? It's frustrating.
I understand having a sense of normalcy, but like, these shows, like, it took me a week to bring myself to watch AEW because I was like, I can't possibly picture an arena with nobody in it and having Matt Hardy and this stupid drone.
Hey, don't call it stupid.
It's stupid. And
don't call Vanguard 1 stupid.
I mean, that was a highlight. That was quite funny.
Exactly.
Was it?
Stop fucking eating and talking, you moron.
Was it funny? I don't.
Yes. Oh, sorry. They didn't make enough dick jokes, so Andy didn't find it funny. Oh.
There wasn't enough Barry. There needs to be more Barry.
Need to be more Barry. Need to be more Derek. Need to be more Jake Hager.
Look, I'm just saying that the Matt Hardy gimmick doesn't suit AEW. Soz.
No, I think it does.
Why?
I think it's much better than WWE.
Really?
But that's me. Yeah. I mean, in WWE, it lasted for like, what, 6 months? And they lumped Bray Wyatt in for no reason.
It was obviously best in TNA.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I feel like AEW...
We can't get that back. That's all gone now. That was 4 years ago.
I feel like AEW has... You're more likely to get that in AEW than you are WWE.
Precisely. And it's all well and good saying that you want a sense of normalcy. Like, that's not what it is, though. This isn't normal. WWE doing shows with no crowds isn't normal. It's not like playing a video game. It's not like Super Mario, which is going to be normal for the rest of the time.
To do something really creative and just... You could test so many different concepts, but they just...
shit at a wall and see what sticks.
But they're just holding on to, we have to have matches in an arena and you have to sell to no one.
Stupid.
Like this could be a good way to debut people and give them backstories or some sort of...
I mean, they've done that with Austin Theory, apparently. I hope, anyway. I haven't watched, so I don't know, but fucking I hope Austin Theory has been given a reason to be at WrestleMania.
Did you guys talk about how much WrestleMania actually costs in the US?
No.
$59.99 to $69.99.
Yeah. I think you meant like to produce and everything. No, yeah, they're selling it for that much, which is ridiculous. You cannot ask that in good conscience, surely. For no crowd, it's ridiculous.
And plus, people financially are like losing their jobs or being laid off.
But it's still on the network, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. Part of me just thinks, well, if you pay for that, then you deserve to pay for it because you're an idiot.
Yeah. It's not like a fucking mom and pop thing where it's like, out of the decency of my heart, I want to make sure that Vince McMahon gets my money. You don't know. He has enough. He's part of a 1%. Fucking go to your indies. Support indie wrestlers, basically.
The thing that is quite interesting, though, is I feel this could be the last WrestleMania.
Ever. This is it.
No. That could be... It's Armageddon. No, the last one that was a pay-per-view. The last WrestleMania that is potentially going to be on the network. I can imagine them trying to do something like putting it on just BT over here, just putting it on Fox over there.
But then it's the WWE Network without its main event that's associated with the brand. How can you do that?
I can see them doing that. Like,
and
that's the one pay-per-view.
Andy's channel makes no sense.
I can see them doing it because it's like the one pay-per-view you would potentially buy because it's the biggest, but that's just them being cunts. Like,
it's the
don't do that.
WWE Network, not including WrestleMania.
The network the network would die.
But no, they have to introduce tiers and different levels for different content.
How about they just like, I don't know if any, like, I should have a meeting with Vince and I'm just gonna go in there with like a PowerPoint and just be like, Vince, I'm literally stealing money from you because you have no like I've signed up 1 billion times for free. You've got no like algorithms to detect that. You're not doing it right, mate. Like, you could probably make a lot more money if you put those checks in.
Listen, mate. Can I call you mate, Vince? Yeah? Can I call you Vinny? Listen.
No, damn it.
Like, yeah, before you like take WrestleMania off the network, how about just stop people signing up for free constantly?
No, money. Give me money. Give me £60 now so you can watch WrestleMania.
It's bloody bizarre.
It's so stupid.
I can't
but, you know, you want a sense of normalcy, Supla Brawl is still going.
Uh-huh.
So, fuck WWE.
What was the last brawl about, Samuel?
Well, I'll tell you, Andrew.
You want a sense of normalcy? Andy's still eating.
Yeah, we're still being dickheads on the internet, you know, that's normal. Nothing's changed there. So, safety dance, Super Brawl safety dance. All the hosts have taken a bit of a backseat on this one, and we have organized a beat the clock extravaganza known as the Blitz Rush, which ends with an elimination chamber for the prize of the Jobbers Championship.
Interesting.
Fucking why? Why do you ask and then not care when I give you an answer?
Because I just put like a whole load of noodles in my mouth.
Oh my fucking god!
You told me not to eat whilst like told me not
Andrew,
to eat and speak.
What did you order?
I ordered beef chow mein.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to say chicken balls and chips because I don't really like Chinese food.
Yeah, what are chicken balls anyway? It's just like fucking...
The balls of chicken, Andrew.
They're just giant chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind them, but they're not. That's not Chinese food. That's just like, I'm hungover. What should I eat? Food.
You're hungover?
Not right now. I mean, like.
I'm gonna say, what are you doing? You're not going out anywhere. You're just getting drunk in your own house.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what people have been doing because they can't go out.
This is truly the darkest timeline. Who's your favorite jobber then, Andrew?
For me, my favourite jobber... I mean, Derek doesn't count as a jobber, though, does he?
Yeah, he's in the jobbers division.
What?
Fuck!
And he turned into a chicken.
Yeah, he is.
Well, it'll be Derek then.
Well, he's in Safety Dance. He actually has a match with Barry.
Oh, good lord.
I know, Derek and Barry for the first time in singles competition.
That's amazing.
I know,
How
right?
was that a first time?
Yeah, apparently it's... I mean, the ILP have fought Derek Club for months and months, but singles competition is a completely different matter, and you have to do it really fast so you can qualify for the chamber. How nuts is that?
Apparently, there's talk of WWE taking a break, according to M. Gunter, since Florida is on lockdown completely now.
Good. That's what we've been saying this whole time. Just fucking take a break.
I like the rumors that weren't true, but like they were going to do it out of Vince's house. I just want to see the old.
I would watch. I would actually.
Yeah, I want to see the old cribs, but like Vince McMahon's house. See what insane person he is.
My crib, damn it!
I feel like it's just full of like 80s really gaudy decor and stuff.
In Chris Jericho's autobiography, I think it's the first one he did, he actually talks about meeting Vince and everybody else. And he has a picture, apparently, of himself in his own house. Apparently that's a legit thing.
Of course he does.
Like a painting of himself.
I mean, he's a handsome man. Who wouldn't want that in their own house? Stussy in the chat says, can we have some kayfabe news to close the show? Certainly! Vince McMahon quoted as saying, I never liked live audiences anyway.
They're always wrong, damn it. Why do we need live audiences? They will like what I tell them to.
Entertainment impresario Vince McMahon told reporters today that the relocation of WWE's annual WrestleMania event to a small venue with no audience is a good thing, quite frankly, because he has never liked wrestling audiences anyway, quite frankly. McMahon spoke frankly, quite so, at a press conference this morning, describing the live audiences for the packed arenas at WWE events for decades as a nuisance. They're so noisy, and they smell terrible, quite frankly, said McMahon, who is undaunted by the drastic changes to WrestleMania. Quite frankly, it was time for a change, said McMahon, claiming that the WWE programming will be taped in closed studios from now on, no matter what. The era of large crowds cheering and booing at live wrestling events is definitely passé, quite frankly. McMahon says...
Oh, I get it now. I get it.
Man says he envisions a day when WWE content will not even be televised, instead just performed inside the basement rec room of his Connecticut mansion for solely his own bizarre voyeuristic pleasure.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if Vince... The whole point of Vince doing this show, right? It wasn't because he was stubborn, because he just couldn't be asked to postpone it. He was like, they can't boo Roman now. Where you going, Roman? No, come back.
The 1 year where Roman won't get booed, and he's not even on the card.
Amazing.
That's the best note to end it on.
Well, yeah, I mean, that has been SuplahMania 5.
What a climax.
I know. I mean, I feel weird even talking about
WrestleMania
right now.
Now is not the time, quite frankly.
That's why this show for me, I've just been like, I don't care. I don't.
Try doing a dissertation on a topic you no longer care about because it's the apocalypse.
Yeah, this is basically the end of the world as we know it. But so yeah, I mean, I will probably end up watching it.
Can you book it in EWR?
Oh, I could. So
we don't even need wrestling. We just need text and buttons.
Exactly. I did a video today. It went live. I did it in British time, which meant that none of our American viewers could watch it live. My bad. But I just love playing EWR, and I was a professional wrestling backyard organization called Andy's Garden Wrestling. And you can see all of my magical adventures.
Tell them about the Lawnmower of Destiny.
Well, they fight for the Lawnmower of Destiny and the Shears of Destiny. There's a lot of destiny here.
It is a destiny to end up in Andy's garden.
Anywho, so yes, please go back.
He definitely doesn't
grow
grow wheat there. There's no wheat there at all.
The original,
he doesn't do drugs.
The original logo Sam made looked like tweeds. It's not my fault.
It was just a leaf.
It wasn't. It was a ganja plant.
It was a Canadian. It was a Canadian maple leaf.
It was. But no, he thought it was ganga.
Ganja. What did I put?
Ganga.
That's a new character.
That has to be a character. Ganga.
I don't do drugs. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, that's that video.
You though. Andrew, you do though.
No, I don't. So
you've done
shut up.
edibles,
So basically, there's also this could be. I'm trying to talk here, damn it. So there's other. I might do another EWR show.
Book a WrestleMania.
Book a WrestleMania.
Book a Gangamania.
Okay. So there's that. We also on Facebook and Twitter, type in the Supla, you will find us. Also, we have a gaming channel. Please go back and watch all of our content. What else is there? We have a Redbubble account that no one buys anything off, but please do. Type in redbubble.com/people/the-supla. You will find us. And we hope everyone's safe. Stay at home. Don't do anything stupid. I have been Andy Quan.
Rich from you telling people not to do anything stupid.
Well, I know, right? Keelan, say bye.
Oh, it sort of froze there. Goodbye.
And we will see you next week, because we have nothing else to do. Goodbye. Who is fapping?
He's clapping. Fapping for the NHS.
All right.